Black Panther 2 is coming out. Wakanda Forever and Talocan, the same tribe.
5, 4, 3,
1.
Paulie back here on the Latino Slant. Hope everyone is well. Welcome back. Make sure you are subscribed. Smash the like. Consider becoming a member, joining the channel, become a Slantino, and receive all the perks. Now, wow, I love being a student of things. I love learning new things, even about my own culture, my own ancestral past. And here I feel that is the case. Okay, a couple of things with this video. In my past videos, anything that has to do with the history of Mexico, and then with Black Mexicans, and then now with all the coverage that I've been doing on Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2, I've been getting comments on people telling me, you don't know the whole history. There's been blacks here before Columbus. You don't know, you need to dig deeper. You need to dig deeper. Forgive me for not it's just I'm a one person band here, so it's just a matter of time and getting to things. There's TV shows and movies I'm so behind on, but so I hear you guys. Now what happened, it's in my feed. I don't know if it was osmosis or what, but I came across a documentary called Black Mexicans from Ace Live in his channel. It's a travel channel. I'm very jealous. And I find it fascinating. What this gentleman is doing in this hour-long video is just his travel to certain points of Mexico and museums and interviews on the pre-Columbian African Black Mexican connection. So it made me run my Paulie Slant mind in regards to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Telocons, De Noche Huerta, and this whole Mesoamerican, kind of, new look as far as Neymar. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to react to 2 points in this gentleman's video and then give you my theory on Ryan Coogler's vision for this movie that we're all anticipating. So this is early on, very early on in the this video, and I will have the link to this entire 56 minutes 34 seconds documentary. This is part of the intro, and I gotta tell you, like I said earlier, I'm completely enthralled, and I stopped watching it because I wanted to get this video out to you guys, because I feel that it is a part of the argument that's not talked about. Everyone's talking about race swapping this, race swapping that. What's done is done. Now I want to talk about, what is this vision going to be at the end of the day? What is Coogler trying to say? And I think that there's some good points to be made here. Okay, so let's check out this gentleman's intro here.
Eres cubana o brasileña o colombiana o venezolana, de algún otro lado menos mexicano.
In his diary.
So there's a Mexican woman who's obviously of African descent, and they're always trying to guess where she's from, and they guess everything except for the fact that this woman is Mexican. Interesting.
Of his second voyage, Columbus tells of how the natives of Hispaniola actually had given him gold-tipped metal spearheads that they said were brought by black-skinned people who had come in large boats from the south and southeast. These spearheads were covered in this metal, this alloy that the inhabitants called guanin, which matched the metal used in spearheads made in Western Africa for thousands of years, as carried by medieval African warriors, including the Mali and the Moors. The West.
All right. Well, this is interesting. Part of this gentleman's intro is this historian giving a speech here, a scholarly, a person there in regards to the second voyage of Columbus, in regards to people who have a pre-Columbian connection to Africa. In any regards here, swords looks and feels from Africa.
Africans even called this metal guanine, the same name used by the natives of Hispaniola. But nothing more was said about that. These murals are from the Temple of the Warrior.
Okay, so nothing more was said about that in the Colombian history books. And obviously, moving forward hundreds of years later as well. This is incredible. This is wonderful to discover for myself. Now, this is really interesting. This is where I think we're gonna get. Check this out, guys.
At Chichen Itza. Now, they clearly feature, the color version is easier to see, but they clearly feature 3 races. And it's depicting Black and Indian allies and a battle against white invaders. And because this mural shows that Blacks are clearly fighting on the side of the Mayans, that they must have been integrated into that society much longer before this painting was done.
Why is that? Right? Not meaning, okay, I'm thinking ahead. Why didn't we ever know about this before? As far as Black kingdoms, pre-Columbian, that fought alongside indigenous kingdoms against the Spaniards there. This is incredible. Why the whitewashing of this history at all? And again, I invite you to watch this video. So so put a pin on that, because it's 2 different kingdoms, Black and brown, allying at a certain point, fighting against the conquistadors. I think that's going to be relevant with Coogler. Okay, let's go on here.
There are numerous pre-Columbian figurines with striking similarities to ancient African artwork, and they've been found in Central and South America. In southeastern Mexico, there are 18 rock statues of heads up to 11 feet tall that are facing the ocean. These people that they mock.
Okay, I have said this before in many of my videos, that besides these and then the Toltec Atlantean statues that face the ocean, that the lore, the mythology is there to connect it to Atlantis, to connect it to a new fabled Atlantis, and to Wakanda. It has been there. It is part of Mexican history, and they're connecting here to Africa. Absolutely mind-boggling. Now, let me go one more. Let me jump up to this gentleman where he walks into, and I will say that the title of this is Black Mexicans, the Mexico they don't want you to see. Fantastic, man. Listen to this guy. I'm going to put up the volume.
Caught my eye. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this one is. Oh, look at it. It is amazing. This one right here is the one I've been looking for. Look at it, guys.
Yeah.
And all
I wish I was
beauty.
there. I mean, they look alike. That's just incredible. Right on, man.
It is the most significant and impressive of the colossal heads. This is the first one discovered in San Lorenzo Tenochtitlan, Veracruz, in 1946, during the expedition of Matthew Stirling in the forest lands of the lower basin of the Coatzacoalcos River. This sculpture was found on the slope of a ravine facing the sky, and all.
So this was actually found in a low riverbed facing the sky. Out of Veracruz, Tenochtitlan.
Its conservation state is good. It suffers a fracture on the face near the right
I got chills,
eye, which
man.
had to be restored. This character has been called the King because of
King.
its majestic appearance. It is one of the largest Olmec monuments, and its archaeological value is as great.
Yo, over here, let's do it.
Okay, he says something very profound.
Its
Let me get to him.
See where they.
As its aesthetic
Okay,
value.
here we go.
You can see where they actually had to fix the eye up. I think they did a decent job. Yo, over here, let's do it. There's a one called El Negro. That's the one I came for.
Mhm.
Another one I came for. Here, this looks like one of my African brothers right here, man. Does it not or not?
No, it does, for sure.
I wanna say something about this piece
Say
right
it.
here, guys. And I know Mexicans are gonna be like, "Hey, it's a Mexican." It could be either way, but that goes to show that Mexicans and Africans have similar features. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, my thought is this: before there was labels of black, white, and stuff like that, there just was tribes of people that look differently, and some of the people in the tribes looked like me. They look like me.
Hey.
They're part of the same tribe, but they look like me. Okay, that's how I feel about it. It just looked like me, and this right here, this guy looked like a guy I met in Haiti.
You
know what I mean? To be honest with you, my thought is this: before there was labels of black, white, and stuff like that, there just was tribes of people that look differently, and some of the people in the tribes looked like me. They looked like me. They're part of the same tribe, but
all right. So really, that's I'm gonna end in that part there, because this man eloquently puts it that back then it was a total different purview of what people were. Sure, they looked different, but they're either part of the same tribe or they weren't. And that's it. You can even say in our family, in my family, we have family members that look, that are either have darker features, more Indian or black features, or lighter features, but we're part of the same family. We're in the same family. And I find that stuff fascinating. And now let me just get to this really quick. Ryan Coogler probably finds this all fascinating. Ryan Coogler probably knew about Olmec history, knew about our Mexican indigenous history, and probably dug a little bit about the connection with Black Mexicans. Being a California kid, as Coogler is, how can he not? And being a kind of a film storytelling nerd, how could he not? He's the type that does his work. So I would say to this vision, and going off also what the Noche says about how in the end they kind of realize that they are the same, because they were very antagonistic at first in this movie that we're about to see. This is probably a connecting tissue. Also, too, maybe that murals that you see Namor painting, and those murals that you see just in this intro, that could be the connective tissue of the people of Wakanda, the people of Talocan, that maybe many generations before they were brothers and sisters. That would be very, very inspiring. That would be very creative. I would love to see that told on an organic level, not a one-dimensional level, like this gentleman kind of describing history of people and tribes and kingdoms, and not through the modern purview. So I'm very inspired by this, guys, as you can tell. And I'm very inspired by Coogler's potential with this story. I'm going to phase out all the interviews and media when talks of representation and souveniristic, one-dimensional catchphrases, because at the end of the day, none of that really matters. What really matters is a compelling story that rises above anything, no matter where it comes from. And here, it's already there. This compelling history of pre-Columbian African Black Mexicans that just makes more sense now why Coogler changed it all to Mesoamerican. I'm hopeful. All right, that's all the time I have. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any more other videos you would like to suggest. Much love to everyone, and wherever you're at, keep that slant fuerte.